Just finished up week 12. It's Thursday, 11/14. Yeah, we 12 weeks done, 4 to go. This is networking essentials, access equipment, VTY lines. You'll learn more about those as we go along. What the students did was telnet into the equipment. They also set up static addressing. Yeah, we covered a few command line interface commands. Most of those, there's a whole bunch of them covered in Chapter 8. We talked briefly about a little more security, and then they had about 25 minutes, the students did. You guys had time to do some lab work that was due. Tech Brew next Tuesday here in town. First beer free. And cyber defense, we're waiting on some information from Ames to finalize if we're going down. That would be, you can check the dates, that would be December, oh here right here, December 6th and 7th. Go down on Friday, get set up, and the competition is Saturday the 7th. Contact Kelly Miller and me. Here's our setup. We have an address here students could use to connect. Now, this is the network address. It's a /24. So I got the .1 there, giving that address, .2 here. We, the students set up static IP, and you should be able to do that, okay? Should be able to set up a static IP and get connectivity in. Now, I overemphasize knowing how to do that because you always have students say, they think they know, you know, in their brains. They think, oh yeah, I know how to do that. And then they have to ask their people questions, which is good. It's exactly what you do, ask questions. But it should be almost automatic. And so if you had to ask questions, you might think about, yeah, maybe I should write this down. Okay, we talked about communicating in by VTY lines, telnetting in, and everybody said they could do that. We have an address up here in the firewall we could ping to test, and then eventually students were able to get out to the internet. We had some commands. We have some prompts. These are the exact prompt in the routers. We'll talk more about that later. They could do a show, a ping, trace route, really anywhere it's traced to. Then enable gives you more privileges. This is a privilege exact. You can do show the IP route, show your neighbors. We had the password Cisco or class on some of the devices. Okay, then what we did was we had some equipment and the students were able to console. We used another method to access. We used console cables to connect to the equipment. We erased the starting config, reloaded the devices, and after they reload, when they ask you if you want to do the automatic configuration, you say no and return, and we're good to go. Last thing we did, we talked about AAA in terms of accessing networks, authentication, who you are, authorization, what you can do, and auditing and accounting, keeping track of what you did. Okay, authentication, it could be something you know, password, PIN, so forth. Something you are, your thumbprint, your eyes, your facial recognition, a lot of that around now. And third thing, something you have. You could have a fob, you could have your debit card or something that you have. Once you get authenticated, you're given some type of authorization, and then it's kept track of what you were doing. Pretty standard. That is it for today. So what the students are working on, you should be done or near done with Chapter 7, and you need to get through a lot of Chapter 8 prior to Tuesday. We'll be doing a lot of hooking together routers and switches and routers and connecting them and configuring them. And so we'll apply the information from Chapter 8, and we'll finish up any security items also next week. That's it.